We're now joined by second-year associate head coach Chris Grant of the North Park University men's soccer team. North Park men's soccer coming off one of their best seasons, recent memory, a 13-6-1 record, their 12th straight season of 10 or more victories, and a 5-2 second place mark in the CCIW. So now, Chris, as you enter your second season as the associate head coach, what are your expectations now for the upcoming 2015 year for the North Park men's soccer team?
Well, like you said, we had a very good season last year. Had a lot of talent on the team. We're only graduating 4 or 5 starters, possibly. This incoming class is looking very, very good. We're bringing in one of the largest classes, if not the biggest, ever in the program's history. Approximately 25 new players at this point, so wow. A lot of talent on that team. So,
okay. Yeah. Yeah, too, you also return 3 of your all-conference players, that being Wesley Woodley for his senior season, a 2-time All-CCIW second-team selection in the keeper position, as well as Diego Lashley for his senior season, also a 2-time All-CCIW selection, and the top goal scorer, that Pedro Tommy Mosele for his junior year. Talk about what those 3 guys are going to bring to the table for this year's team.
Well, obviously they're a very talented player. Wesley Woodley, I believe, is one of the best goalkeepers in the conference, one of the best goalkeepers ever at North Park. So, yeah, with his leadership skills, same with Diego Lashley, hardworking player, always gives 100%. Going to be an important piece of, next year's team. And glad to have Pedro back as well. He's a difference maker. He's one of those guys who can score in the 90th minute and change the game. So we're very happy to have those 3 guys back, and they're going to be good pieces next year. So.
Yeah. Touch a little bit more on what Pedro Tommy Mosele was able to do last year. He like I said, he had 13 goals, the team best 13 goals, and up until he got, I believe he got injured at the end of the season. He was unfortunately not able to play in some of those games. But just talk about now that he's been able to recover, just how much of an impact he's going to have now going into his junior year.
Yeah, he unfortunately he got at the end of the last season, so he was out for 5 games or so and did not travel with us. So, but yeah, hopefully he can stay healthy this season, and he's, like I said, a very important piece of this upcoming team. And yeah, hopefully he can have just as many goals, and if not more. So,
You mentioned that you guys got 25 new faces coming into this year for the 2015 campaign. Touch a little bit about on what those guys are, and name drop a couple of what some of those guys are going to do for this team this coming up year.
Yeah, we have a couple of Scandinavians. We have a kid called Matthias Warp. He's from Norway, played on a high level there. He's a defender. Very high hopes for him. He might be injured right now. We also have Karel Kawele, who came in at semester last year. He's going to be a fantastic player for us. I like the way he played in the off-season. He's big and strong, and probably going to score a lot of goals for us as well. And then we have another guy, Emil Eriksson. He's going to be a forward, another goal scorer that we have high hopes for. I think he'll be a very good player for us. Just naming it.
Talk a bit about too the expectations of the non-conference season. You guys got UW Whitewater and Oshkosh again on the schedule, as well as Dominican, who's had some success in the past couple of years. Talk about just how much that non-conference schedule is going to prepare you guys for the CCIW.
Yeah, that too. But also, if you would not manage to win the CCIW final, if you have a strong schedule, you might be able to get in the tournament, and that's what happened a couple of years now in a row where we did not win the conference final, but our strength of schedule and result against ranked teams have been very good. So that's purposely, that's why we scheduled those tough games.
Obviously, it was a frustrating way to end the season, losing 2 in the regular season, losing 2 Wheaton College 1-0. But what do you think you guys got to do in order to get over that hump this year in the CCIW? Not only to just get past Wheaton, but get past the other teams like Elmhurst, Milliken, to move forward on that purpose.
Well, I think we're a little bit deeper this year. We're going to be a little bit short-handed in the end of last season, with a couple of injuries whatsoever. This year, we're hoping to play a little bit more players, and I think that could be the key. Started off last season very well, and hopefully can end it just as well as we started last year.
I know that this team has been a combination of offensive scores, and you guys haven't really been much of a possession team. You guys ranked second in goals scored last year with 41. That was in to two of the top goal scorers in the CCIW individually. Do you think that's going to be more of the same thing? Your offense is going to be like that in order to make your 7th appearance now, what would be the 7th appearance in the NCAA Division III National Tournament?
Well, yes and no. I think we're going to be very, very talented offensively next year. You know, like I said, a couple of incoming players that should be very good and contribute right away. We also have solid defense. I think we're going to be, like I said, very deep, and I have really high hopes. I'm very excited about next season, so I'm ready to go.
Talking about defensively too, where do you see this team basing the success defensively? More of a zone type defense? Are you guys going to be more playing of a man? What do you think it's going to be?
Well, it's hard to say right now, but I think our plan is to, similar to last year, you know, we pressure a little bit higher and work hard and try to, you know, be as compact as possible. But, you know, we're bringing in so many players that things might change, but that's the way it feels right now. You know, we start off the way we ended last year and take it from there. You know, we're not set on a formation or anything. You know, we're just going to make sure we get the best players out there and make sure that the system works for those guys. So.
All right, well, thanks so much for taking the time today, Chris, and we wish you guys and best of luck in the 2015 season.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it.